A very good day to you, sir. We are from Group 1 under tutorial section TT1L. So today we will be presenting our secure web-based banking application. So in this system, it includes a user login system and user registration system, and also dashboard, individual dashboard, which allow each user to, like normal user, officer, and admin, to do their respective tasks. So as you can see here, this is our main menu for our website. So let's move on to login. And now I will log in to a normal user here. So as you can see here, this is our user dashboard. So here you can see an overview of your balance, like recent transaction, and some quick action like transfer and payment. So let's move on to account. So in this page, you will be able to view your account details. So you just simply click on account details. It will show you the total balance of your account. So in this user account, there are two accounts here, which is checking. Yeah, just checking, sorry. So just add another account. You will be able to create another account. For this example, I will just create a saving account here. Okay, so it will confirm you to do another account. So account has been added successfully. So in this case, we will be having two accounts. So let's move on to transfer. So in this transfer page, we will be able to make a transfer in two types of transfer, which is between accounts and external transfer. So for your case, if you want to choose one of the type, you can just directly choose. So it will require to fill some of the required information between these two type of transfer. If you select between accounts, it will require to fill on amounts and description. If you select external, it will require to fill the account number. So that's all from transfer. Let's move on to payments. In this payment page, you will be able to make a payment. So in this case, we will be pay from checking and select the utility provider. We will select the gas. So the amount, let's set it to 100, and then we'll enter gas bill. So press continue. You will be able to make the payment has been successfully aided. So you can see under the recent payment section here. So the transaction history will record all the transactions here. So that's all from user side. So let's move on to officer. Officer actually has an additional privilege for overseeing and approving transaction. So in this dashboard here, you can see there's actually 3 pending transactions here. So if an officer want to approve or to reject an transaction, you need to click the review button under section here. So if you want to approve, you click approve, and then the transaction will be approved. If you want to reject, you click reject. So you can see the recent activity here. Here is some recent approved or rejected transaction here. So that's all from the transaction queue. So let's move on in this page. So if I want to check one of the person here, so I check Bob Jason here. So I am able to see his account details here. Yes, include the customer detail, account, and transaction history here. So that's all from officer here.
Hi, my name is Jenhan, and now I'll be presenting the admin module for our bank app. So starting from signing in. Okay, so here will be our admin dashboard. Okay. So we can see the total users, the active accounts, and the recent activities here. And then here are the summaries of the recent users and recent activities. So moving on to the users section. Okay, so we can manage our users here. We can see all the users, their emails, their roles, and so on. And then we can add new user here. So you just fill in the relevant information and then press create user. Next, we'll be editing the user's profile. So we can edit the profiles here. and then press Save Changes. And then next will be the deleting user. We have to make sure the users don't have any accounts first in order to delete it. Okay, so moving on to the accounts section. Okay, here we can view all the accounts in our bank app and their status, their balance, and so on. We can add new account here. So you just select the user and then select the account type. And then next will be editing the account. So we can just edit their status. And then lastly, we'll be deleting the account. So let's say I just delete this one. Then it's done. Okay, last will be the audit logs, which is related to the security measures implementation. So now I will be starting from the audit logs. So for our project, we have two ways to view the audit logs. First will be the backend, which is inside this website here. Another method is from the database, with the correct query, and we have two triggers for the audit logs. And then next security measures will be the authorization and authentication. So we can sign into the database with a different user role. So let's say I will choose user. Password. So now I'm signed in as a user instead of admin. And then next will be SQL injection prevention. So for our case, right, we actually use Prisma for our project, which is a Next.js library. So it has a built-in feature to prevent SQL injection. Okay, that's all from me.
Hi, my name is Kajun, and I'll be talking about the security measures in our SQL server. So first, we can see the server views are created for our database, and each of them has been granted select and denied as select for the user part. So this is our security measure for the IRS, which is the role level security and role-based access control. So we can see if I run on user part, if I run the select from transfer, is denied. And if let's say I run from the utilities, it's public, everybody can see that. So this confirms it. And moving on, we have the TDE. This TDE is created to make sure that the database is encrypted. So this is the code for it. And running this can verify that our database is encrypted by seeing the encryption state, which is 3. Next, we also have do data masking, which is this part. So, for example, if we using our officer to view the payment part, right, when we execute it, the part of it will be masked and so as the description, so that nobody can view the data unless it's the admin itself. So let's create a new one, and then we select star for transfer. And it execute it. It can show everything, including the status, creator, and description. Okay. So moving next is our backup. So we do have our backup here, and the backup is saved inside our folder, inside MS SQL. This is the backup. And the second backup here is actually our daily backup that we set. That means that every day on the 12 a.m., it will have a daily backup job. So this is the daily backup job. Okay, moving next, we have our hashing, data hashing. So we put inside our backend because we found out that hashing inside the database is actually not good enough. So we try to use it in backend, since backend hashing is faster. Second is we can protect ourselves from clear text password. If let's say admin were to access the database, it can see the clear text password. However, if we did the backend, the password will still be in hash, so nobody can see the password. This fulfills the PDPA, and that's all for me. Thank you.